Sup guys, it's ModernDayAge, and we're here with episode 2 of Nerd Shit. If you missed the first episode of Nerd Shit about underwhelming animes, it'll be in the description below. So, check that out. Anyways, it wouldn't be Nerd Shit without more nerds. So here we go. We got Zomboy.
We call him a nerd. Honestly, I was offended.
You bitch ass nigga. Hey, we gotta run away yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hi like a normal person and just greet everyone because I'm a good person.
Boring.
Because you're lame. Anyway.
Yeah.
So today, we're talking about a little animated music video that my boy Sam shared into the group chat. That we
actually, Zomboy shared that.
Really?
Ago,
I'm sorry, Zomboy.
He shared it
I'm sorry.
And then I shared it, and then we watched it, and then he was like, "Wait, I shared this months ago."
I didn't know that. Okay.
I didn't know it.
That both of them shared. It's a Porter Robinson and Madeon. How do you say that?
Madeon.
Madeon.
I think it's Madeon.
Yeah, Porter Robinson. Just search up Porter Robinson /shelter. It'll be in the description below. But yeah, we're talking about that video today, and that video dropped last year in 2016, October 18th. It has hit 14 million views. And basically, like, the synopsis is, like, Shelter tells the story of Rin, a 17-year-old girl who lives her life inside of a futuristic simulation completely by herself in infinite, beautiful loneliness. Each day, Rin awakens in virtual reality and uses a tablet which controls the simulation to create a new, different, beautiful world for herself. Until one day, everything changes, and Rin comes to learn the true origins about her life inside the simulation. If you missed anything I just said, it's in the description of the video.
And that's all we got for you today, guys.
Yeah, that's all we're gonna talk about. So bye. Okay. So we're actually gonna talk about what we, everything about the video and how we feel about it.
We're doing a review of it.
Basically a review. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the music and
say watch it and then come back to us.
Yeah. Okay, you can watch it right now. It's in the description.
Pause
this video. Pause this video. Yeah, go see that video and then come back to us to see what we what we talk about it. So yeah, first thing we're gonna talk about is music. So I'm gonna let Diego start this one off and take the floor. First, did you like this song? That's in
music was shit. No, I'm just kidding. No. It was pretty good. It reminded me more like those animes people put in like AMVs.
Right.
And they just put clips and they just have music in the background. That's like, this reminded me of that.
Right.
So far, it was like, I'll give it like a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 IGN. What? Too much water? I'm not playing.
Oh my god.
Alright, Sam. How do you feel about the music?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it's the type of music that I love. Okay, me when it's like you got some singing, you got some like, I don't know, you can say some melodic music, if that's how you say it, melodic. And at the same time you have like all that sort of like electronic feel to it, and that's what I love when you gotta mix it both, which is really cool. So I really like that. And
have you ever listened to it by itself? Just by itself or no?
Yeah, dude, I have it on my phone. I listen to it all day.
I get the same feels as I do if I watch the video. It just feels not the same.
No, it doesn't feel the same. It does not feel the same at all because it doesn't have as much like feels as you see.
So like coming from me, I like the song too, but I feel like if you took the video away and I just heard the song, it sound really happy to me. Like the beat is really upbeat, but like the lyrics are really like
I don't know.
Dull.
The lyrics,
yeah.
Honestly, the lyrics are definitely like sad.
It's kind of like
It's Michiko Tohachin. It's bittersweet shit right there.
Yeah. Michiko Tohachin. I mean, sure, yeah. All right, we could go with that.
Maybe not bittersweet, but like you don't know what to feel.
Yeah.
You're like
lost in your own thoughts.
You lost in your own thoughts, like Rin is. Anyway, so like I looked up like a couple of their other videos, and they're also like animated too. Like, do y'all think that? Well, obviously, did you think they're a huge fan of anime, like Porter Robinson and Madeon or whatever?
I think it's Madeon. I know I've heard it before, but if I know if they're a fan of anime, I don't know. maybe if I didn't know they had other videos like that, I thought maybe it was a one-time thing. But if they have other ones, maybe they do like linking their songs to that and giving it more of a feel to it, because like we talked about listening
Maybe they
to
just wanted to try something new.
yeah.
That's also
And
true.
if they do multiple of it, if they do like a lot of them, maybe it's because maybe it was the first one they tried, or maybe it was the one that went like viral and all that.
Right.
And this one was definitely, you know, like it brings more to it. It brings more feel. It brings more impact, and it really like it hits harder. The song like impacts you more than just the song on itself. So maybe it can either be because they're fans or because it's working well for popularity too.
Yeah, and another thing is, it's not like they just did it by themselves. They also work with Crunchyroll. So, you know, obviously a lot of people know Crunchyroll. So
Yeah.
Huh? What you say?
Wasn't A1 Pictures involved too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pictures also. Yeah. So,
I didn't know. What other songs did they make with that was animated?
they made a song called Sad.
Was
Yeah,
that,
Sad Machine?
Not with Madeon.
No, it's just Porter Robinson though. So maybe like, well, yeah, okay. So it's just Porter Robinson, but you know his song is animated. So maybe he thought that maybe he brought it to like maybe I can make this one like an anime, a little short film or whatever. Okay. What the hell is that?
But, wait, I didn't know that it was animated because I heard Sad Machine, but I was obviously doing work. I didn't know it was animated too. The thing with the hand.
Yeah.
I guess it's sort of animated. I'm looking. I mean, obviously without any sound, but it's just the hand that's like moving up.
Oh, that's
and
it.
It's the hand the whole time, but you have like text that's appearing on the side. I don't know if that's the lyrics.
So it's like a lyric video.
Yeah, it's a lyric video.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it says lyric.
Oh
video,
yeah, it does say
actually.
lyric
It's
video.
a-
Okay, never mind.
it's a-
So maybe not, but I'm just saying maybe they still are a fan of anime. If they went to Crunchyroll and they want pictures about it, then maybe they are a fan
Just
of anime.
glad they wanted to try it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Die Fantasy, they kind of did the same thing.
Oh my lord.
But,
We're not gonna go to Die Fantasy.
But I mean, it's still good. Like it's still like I like the
song is
style of the
the song
animation.
is good.
I like the style of the animation, but
Oh my! All right, we're talking about two different things here.
so the lyrics are actually in the description of the video. And it's like, I can never find the right way to tell you. Have you noticed I've been gone? Because I left behind the home that you made me, but I will carry it along. It's a long way for it, so trust in me. I'll give them shelter like you've done for me. And I know I'm not alone. You will be watching over us until you're gone. Do you think that correlates with like the story in the video? Like, Sam?
Definitely. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the whole point of the story.
I mean, sometimes people
sure.
make
Sometimes it doesn't make any sense, but I'm pretty sure the song was made before the video, unless both are made at the same time. But rest that this is about a girl who gets sent into space after a catastrophic event between, I'm supposing, a planet hit Earth.
Hold on. We're not getting to that part. We're talking about music right now. We're talking about music. We're talking about the music. I just asked you, do you think it correlates with the video? That's it.
But I can't
No.
just say
We'll get to that. We get to that part. Calm down, Sam. Calm down.
It correlates. I'm excited, man. Okay.
All right.
Together.
Diego, what do you think? Do you think the lyrics go well with the video?
Can you read the lyrics?
I'm gonna repeat basically the part that's kind of most memorable to me. But it's like it's a long way forward, so trust in me. I'll give them shelter like you done for me. And I know I'm not alone. You'll be watching over us until you're gone. When I'm older, I'll be
towards the
silent
girl,
beside
and
you.
it fits for her in a way.
So you think it correlates, like if it's coming from the girl?
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm not sure about, because sometimes it feels like it's the dad speaking. Sometimes it feels like it's the girl. It's like it's switching back and forth sometimes from what I've read from the lyrics. Sometimes I'm like, who's speaking now? Because this part makes sense if he's speaking, this part makes sense if she's speaking. And I'm like,
I mean,
are they,
maybe
like, having
it's both,
conversation?
though. Yeah. I was say maybe it's both.
Maybe they're having a conversation. I don't know, because that's how it looks to me.
All right, but with that being said, let's just go ahead and move into like animation and how we feel about the actual animation style. Like, do y'all think that was great? Like, would y'all give that a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 4 out of 10?
I'll give that 1,000 out of 10.
Whatever.
The animation, I mean, it was. I don't know. I like the animation, but I've definitely seen better because it sort of seemed like normal animation. What made it look so good also was because of the song and everything. The whole meaning to it made it look so much better. But I've seen
like it fit.
It did fit, but I still like. If we're talking about like animation itself, I've seen better animation before.
Yeah,
I mean, clearly there's other companies out there.
It's definitely for me. It's definitely like a solid 8. 8.5.
Yeah, I would give it a solid 8. Like the girl, like I didn't like her hair, but like
I loved her hair.
That's really nitpicking. I don't know. I didn't really like it. I was like, that looks weird. I don't like it.
That's my favorite hair. So.
Whatever. Shut up.
It is.
Shut up. Anyway, I mean, anything else about like the animation that y'all thought was like really unique or like terrible?
Wait, I'm looking. Okay, well, here's the thing. The characters, like, if I look at the video, the characters themselves were, like, so-so. But the actual, like, scenery, everything that was around was actually really pretty, though.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of it was really well made. And I thought it was, I don't know, it looked detailed. The background, everything, you look, even just, like, the grass, everything, you look at the pillars of rocks coming out, everything, it looked very well detailed.
Films and whatnot, you know?
They
put more time into, like, small animation more than like, they do with like long series they run.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the sceneries are. I mean, also this thing is based on a lot of scenery. You know, I mean, we'll talk about that later in the video. But yeah, you know, it's pretty. It is.
That's
really
true.
nice.
I give you that. One thing I am proud about. I know it's from Crunchyroll, so they're not going to fuck this up. But I'm so glad they put subtitles for when she's speaking because if they would just have the video and she's saying something and there's no subtitles, bro, I would have spazzed the fuck out.
Well, I mean, there would have been no point.
Yeah, it was just been like, why am I watching this? Like, who put this in here? Fuck out of here.
I mean, I would have watched it and be like, oh, this is so beautiful, and then next thing you know, people don't know shit what the hell's happening.
All right. Is that it for animation, guys? Is anything else y'all want to bring up?
No, that's about it. Yeah.
Do y'all feel like the dad would look pretty cool? Like, is he like he kind of looked generic to me? But I mean,
he looked generic, but he said, yeah. I mean, on the same time, he isn't as much. I mean, I guess he's sort of the center of the story, but he isn't on the same time.
The character development, because you know Sam trying to get in there. All right, trying to get to the meat and potatoes of the video. You know, the story, the character development. We're just gonna throw that all in there at once. So since Sam is so hype about this, I'm gonna let him take the stage right now. And,
okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
so what do you think? Go ahead and put it all together, Sam.
Here's the problem though, because I speak too much. So what happens is that I start saying shit, and then afterwards I start making more correlations, and more shit pops up in my head, and I end up going
That's
way
what this video's for. That's what this video's for.
That's what this video's for. I got this. So
open the third eye.
All right, so a little more in detail to what Chris said at the beginning of the video. He described the video to everyone. It's about this 17-year-old girl who lives in this virtual world. She doesn't know that, obviously, until a certain point she gets flashbacks from her past, and she sees herself as a child, maybe around, she looks 10, even younger. She looks like a little child, and she's with her dad, and she sees memories with her dad and all that. And you don't just see her dad, you see, like, I guess, parts where you see you have a planet coming close to Earth, and we all know we don't have a planet that we can see from Earth with our bare eyes, so close, like Halo shit going on. And anyway, so pretty much it's about this planet coming closer, which signifies, as we've assumed, like the end of the Earth, the end of the world. And what the dad does is he builds this simulation machine and sends his daughter in outer space so she can survive in this simulated world on her own, but she has control of the entire world, a little bit like if she were a god in that world. She can make her own scenery, make her own anything, really.
All the touch on the iPad.
Exactly with the iPad. And yeah, so she ends up living in that world, and then when she finds those memories, this is the bittersweet part, because she finds those memories and now you don't know how to feel anymore. Because before she would just think, oh, okay, well, I'm the only person here. I was born, I was made like this, and I was the only person in this world. Now she has memories, and now she thinks, oh shit, everyone else is dead. I'm the only one alive. And I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel if her dad should have sent her up there or just kept her on the ground.
See, that's the thing. Like, I feel like I would want my daughter to leave the planet, but at the same time, it's like she's all alone, and like, even if I did give her this simulation, this virtual reality like headset, PlayStation VR, I don't think she have enough to like sustain her like mental health. Like you said before we started this, is like, now that she knows, is she gonna go crazy? Like, she's by herself in space. So I understand that. Like, I feel like
she's still young,
I wouldn't want that. Yeah, she's 17. Like, that's being alone. Like, I like to say, like, yeah, I love if no humans was on the planet. That's a joke, because like, nah, bro, I would go crazy. Like,
no, we're social creatures. We're meant to interact with each other. We can't just we can't just be alone like that.
Speaking of which, remember that letter scene where the dad?
Yeah. When after her flashbacks, she gets a message on her tablet.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's her dad's message, I'm supposing,
which it says, basically, just round it up. It says, from Dad to Rin, there was a little time left after you were born. I don't know how much love I managed to pour into raising you after your mother died, but your smile kept me going. I would like to have to come with you, but I couldn't. I wanted you to forget everything and move on. I knew you will be alright, but you get lonely, and remember, I know you will grow strong. And read this later someday. I really wish we could spend more time together. I'm sorry. You were so young back then, too young to understand what they meant. So let me repeat my final words to you. That was basically it. The whole message.
That's so like sad.
Yeah, it is sad. I mean, it pretty much just sums up all we've said, where it's pretty much the dad brings her into space and she's alone now, and it was fine.
So what you were saying is like basically she didn't know, like, before her memories came back, she didn't know she was human. Before, if she lived with anyone else, all she knew was her simulation, right? That's what you were saying, like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I can understand, like, so.
So honestly, like that question about, like, I wouldn't know if I'd actually want to send my daughter up there all alone if I know she's gonna get her memories back. Because
that's the thing, like, it's just like.
Do you think she has emotions though? Like.
Well, yeah, she started crying.
You see her crying.
I know.
You see her crying.
Is she really that affected of it though? She's. But her body's okay.
The thing is does she feel resentment to her father because of he sent her into space? Of course, at the end of the video, it seems like she doesn't have a problem with it, but maybe later on she'd be like, why did he send me up here by myself? Like, I could just die with everyone else. Like,
well, probably at one point she'll feel bad, but for now, what we know is that she said that the memories would make her stronger. So right now she cherishes those and is gonna try and keep on hoping for I don't know what, to be honest.
Until she dies, basically.
Until she hits those 3 new planets that we discovered recently. That seems survival.
You saw that? I saw that too.
Of course, I see that everywhere, man.
So my question is for Diego. So do you think that like the video made you feel for the characters? With that short, 6-7 minutes? That the 6-7 minutes? Do you think you felt for the characters? Would you go buy a T-shirt with Rain on it for this video?
She affected me in a way. Those 7 minutes, not 6 minutes basically. Yeah. I got feelings for the character within like a minute and a half into it.
Right.
And there's not many animations that do that so often.
Shit, there's not many animes that do that in 30 minutes or 20 minutes. So this 6 minutes video, it did a lot. I'm saying it did a lot. It made me feel something. So I understand. But anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off. Continue.
Because you sort of wonder what if you were in her shoes? Like, how would you feel if you were out in space and someone's there? would you be able to handle it like she did, or would you like go crazy and like try to kill yourself somehow?
Right. And since we're all over 17, we can't actually speak from like experience of being a 17-year-old, or But what were you saying, Sam?
Yeah. I was saying, but I wanted to go back to the short, like it makes you feel in a short amount of time. But that's why I think, like, if I think about it, all the shortest manga, shortest like movies and everything, these are all the things that make you feel more. Sure, you get attached to the characters over time with other animes or mangas, but the thing is that you have so many characters, so it's sort of like split. Whereas with this, everything is like on the main person the entire time, whether it's 6 minutes, whether it's like that manga I told you about one time with like the predetermined heartbeats and all that. Yeah, so it's like short. So yeah, so it's short, so it's everything is just much more intense.
So that's like 50-50 because like it's short and it's like everything's intense, but at the same time it's like, gosh, I want more. Like, what I want more of these characters, and it's only 12 episodes, or it's only 6 minutes. Like, I want to know what happens after, So that's like really 50-50.
Well, that's what makes it good.
Yeah, that's what makes it good. That's what drives me, is like I like stuff like that. But I also like somewhat longer animes. Not super long, right? Naruto, Bleach, but I like longer. Shame.
Sure. Shame. No anime bashing on this video.
My bad.
Take it back.
All right, I'll take it back. I'll take Naruto back. Everything else can stay.
Bleach can stay only like the second half.
Anyway, back on point. So we should move the segment into like connections to like the real world, or other animes, or even to ourselves. I think I'll let Diego take this one. So how do you what do you connect? Like, how do you connect with the video, or what do you think represents this in the real world? How is it symbolic, I should say?
I'll pass.
Oh, you gonna pass? All right, Sam, you got anything?
That's a complicated question, though.
Okay, all right, let's start.
No.
Do you think? Oh, you got something?
I'm thinking. Do you have anything?
I was trying to connect it to another anime, but I'm trying to think of something that it would be like.
I mean, if we connect some things to the real world, for example, how memory, the memories make you stronger.
Yeah.
It's sort of true. It's sort of true. You can connect that, obviously not on a interplanetary collision like scale, but
right.
But you can like, it's like, you compare that to smaller things. For example, it can be breaking up with someone. It can be having a loved one pass away or something. You have there's this saying. There's that saying that says, "Don't be sad because it's not word for word, but like, don't be sad because it's gone, but be happy because it happened." Yeah,
I agree totally, because like you keep those memories because when a loved one, or basically a loved one dies or passes away, you still have those memories, so it's technically like they didn't really die, because they'll always live in you or other people.
Exactly.
So,
a person only truly dies when nobody remembers them anymore or anything, but there's always going to be someone that's going to have that part of them. Yeah.
Especially if they talk you up or bring you up a lot, that's
exactly.
Also, yeah.
So
have you guys seen Noragami?
Noragami? I've seen the first season of Noragami a while ago.
You know Yato, right?
Yeah.
The only reason he exists is because someone remembers him. But once he's forgotten, he's like a guy that, if you forget about him, he's gonna be gone for existence.
Bruh.
Kind of like we were saying, like,
bruh.
He's dead.
That's the perfect example. Pretty much. Chris, do you know a bit about Noragami?
No, I don't. I've heard of it.
Okay, so Noragami is about, pretty much, it's all gods. So you have like god of war, god of anything, and they all live at, obviously nobody can see them because they're in the spirit world.
Right.
But they're stronger only if they have more believers. More people visit their temples and stuff like that. So Yato is a god. Is it a god of war? He's a god of war, right? Or something like that.
Something with a C, I forget.
But so anyways, but yeah, so it's about how having people like inside, like people that believe in you, makes you stronger.
Right.
You know, having like people having like a memory of someone will make you stronger, be able to move on. Keeping those memories, like cherishing them, means that person isn't truly gone. They're still there. Something is still there, you know?
Right. That's a really good connection to Rin and not forgetting her father. Like, I feel like, because I think that's the thing. Like, I feel like now she got those memory back, it's 50-50 again, but I feel like she loves that because she still remembers her father. I think it's better that she remembers her father than to forget him altogether. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a pain, but it's a good one. You know, it's something that it's like it's worth living for. You know, It's a pain that you want to have because it says that you're human. It says like everybody has pain. If you don't have pain, you're not human. Like, not having any emotions like that would just be horrible. Pain is not fun, but it's a proof that you're human, you know?
Wait, can someone say Kisniver?
Oh.
Question mark? Exclamation point?
That's accurate.
That's a good connection too. Like, I feel like Kisniver, you know, what was the main character's name anyway?
Oh, I don't
shit. Anyway, the main character of that, you know, he shows no emotion.
He feels no pain.
So he feels no pain. But basically, he shows no emotion either. I mean, he doesn't really he's not really like happy or sad or anything.
It's just because it was stolen from him as when he was experimented with.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like since like later on he feels pain, I think he also loved it. You know, he also loved the fact. I think he even says it, that he likes the fact that he can actually feel pain and feel what others, you know, or get a sense of how
especially
they feel.
That one scene where he felt.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Spoiler on screen.
Spoiler. You know, if you want to watch Kisniver, you're about to watch it, or you're watching it right now. Stop this video, and then come back to us. All right. Anyway, so are you saying, Diego?
Especially with that one scene where he finally feels the pain of everyone confessing to who they like and what they feel. Mm-hmm. He can feels like it's like he's suffocating, you know?
Yeah. So can you say that Rin, she was technically suffocating for not remembering her father? But it doesn't seem like it, right? Until she finds out. I mean, it just seems like she's a free spirit.
There's times where she breaks down,
but it's different.
She builds herself back up.
It's different because. Okay, his name is Katsuhira, by the way.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, so I looked it up. So anyways, the thing is that, you know, he's still living in a world filled with humans. So he knows what emotions look like. He knows what he's missing out on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like I said, for her, it seems like she's just born in this world where she can invent anything she wants to her whim.
No interactions with humans.
Exactly, so she doesn't have anything to compare to.
That's also true.
Doesn't know what true love is.
I mean, I guess this will go into the questions factor, so I guess I'll save it for that.
Or that's the next thing we're talking about. Anyway.
Yeah. That's the last thing we're talking about is, you know, general opinions and questions. But I mean, is that it? You guys, is there anything else y'all want to talk about, like character development or connections or anything?
Animation again.
What were you gonna say about animation?
Like, what did you think, like, one of your favorite scenes out of that? Like, the whole animation?
I didn't think of that. You smart man. Yeah, the smart man. Favorite scene, I think, would be the shot of her in the thing, the capsule or whatever, sleep, and showing the world, like, or another planet hitting the Earth, or I guess it's Earth. Yeah, the collision. That's probably one of my favorite scenes because I didn't notice it at first until Sam pointed it out to me. But it just puts a bigger, like, oh damn, like that's crazy. Like it gave me that type of feeling. So
it pretty much
a few scenes that I liked. One of them was where she was sitting on the edge of the iceberg. Well, the sky was like just.
Oh yeah.
That was really nicely done. The other one was when she's falling on the ground when she gets her memories back or something, and she's just going through them again.
Oh, you're talking about? Yeah. They pull like
that's when it actually got me to like have those feels. Like it brought out the tears and you.
Yeah, they pull like a Satoru. But Sam, what is your like favorite scene?
My favorite scene is at the end, like the very last flashbacks. That's the part where I got my feels, like when, like at the last part of the lyrics, when like they end singing, she just like reaches out for her dad that's like looking up to the planet that's coming closer and closer.
Yeah.
And I'm just there and I'm like, I'm empty inside.
Another thing is like the dad kept a really cool head about all of this. Like you didn't see him go like freaking out. He's just like, yeah, it's about my time. Like it's he was cool with it.
I considered him the best dad of the year.
Yep, dad of the year 2017. Even though it came out 2016, we will give him the award in 2017. He passed away in 2016, so.
I want to be that dad. Shit, man. Yo, he looks cool as shit.
Calm down, Sam. Don't.
But not only does he look cool, this guy built a virtual reality machine where a girl can control everything. Plus, she gets all the nutrients she needs to be able to grow up and survive in her physical form.
It's the PlayStation VR. We went over this. That's already out. We already.
But the PlayStation VR.
Shut up.
If I'm hooked up on the PlayStation VR, watch me be hooked up on the PlayStation VR for 7 years. See how that works out, boy.
You be good. You got enough games to last you. Avoid San Diego.
I said, have you guys noticed that tear when she's like crying in the real world? She's actually having a tear.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, and like the very last scene, she's like, it's her physical body in the pod, and she actually has tears.
Wow, that's crazy. So like general opinions and general questions. We're gonna wrap it up here after this. All right. So any questions or anything?
Wow.
I don't have a lot of questions.
One question I had to ask is, he put her in there when she was young, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's been growing since then till now. So she's been in that virtual reality for that many years.
7 years. 7 years, I think, actually. I think it was 7.
I think she was
in
for 7 years.
Yeah.
In a virtual reality, like I don't know, like that. Okay, I just want to clear that up.
But it's only after 7 years that she found out about this.
Yeah, I know, but it's still like 7 years, you know. Like,
yeah, I know.
Wants to count down those days. That's what she got. You know?
But that's the thing though, because we say that she doesn't know that there's other people, but she looks at the beginning at her messages and she's like 0 messages received in like the last 2,394 days, whatever it is, which leads to believe that maybe she did know there was other people because she has the option of receiving messages from people.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's also true. Because like obviously you can't get messages from anything else but humans. So she had to know that there was humans. But did she just think they
pet dog?
Did she just think they all left or something? I don't get it. Like
I think that was from her father or something. She was waiting for the message from her father to reply back.
But she knew
she had a father.
Didn't have memories.
Yeah. When she got it back.
Yeah, when she got it back, yeah.
But every day she would like every morning she checks it just to see if anything.
So another question is since she has the virtual reality headset and she can make it do whatever she wants. Now that she knows, if she didn't know before, now that she knows that they're humans, can she make humans in that virtual reality?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, can't you just?
Because if so, that's on
the same thing. Because deep down, you know it's a virtual.
I feel like that would make it a lot more sadder if she actually did that.
I mean, she's all
just
alone.
Like you feel empty. Like, what are you gonna get out of it?
You know what? Like, fuck. If I'm gonna feel empty, I'm gonna forget the humans. I'm just gonna like make animals. just.
Wow.
Yo, no, but I mean, if at the end you're gonna realize it's virtual reality, at least like lessen the burden and make it animals. You know, make it like a little more lively.
I think I guess I get what you're saying, but I still feel like I would make humans. But at that point, you would just be on some Matrix Reloaded type shit.
Yeah, I'm a Miss Burgers, yo.
That's another thing. Does she eat? I mean, does the pod supply nutrients to her body?
I think the pod.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They must have nutrients, but where does nutrients come from? How does she have enough to last a lifetime in that small pod?
And I'm pretty sure her bones are like decaying in that pod because she's not moving or anything.
Well, not her bones, but her
like muscles and like that's what I mean.
Her muscles.
It should be like
all her muscles are like.
How is she connected to the pod anyway? Like,
is
she has like inside her or something? Like, is she?
Yeah, it shows it like in her back, right? Like in her nerves and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, it's connected in her back. Yeah,
What about
God
her
knows
teddy bear?
how.
What's he doing? He's just chilling right beside her. Maybe he goes out of the pod every once in a while, grabs her some food and bring it back.
That's no. That's from where her dad is watching over her.
Oh, right. So
Oh shit!
okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
All right. Overall opinions on it?
10 out of 10. IGN. Too much water. Nah. Okay. So would y'all recommend this to people to watch?
Was it?
I
Was it
definitely
deep?
recommend this.
Was
Was
it
it
deep?
as deep as the confessions of Subaru did?
Nope. Nothing will ever top that. I'm sorry. Nothing will ever top that. It was
I'm
close.
sorry,
It was close, but nothing will
that
ever top that.
Subaru confession was something else.
That was on some.
But-
that was on some old. They did it. Look, bruh. The reason why I will clap it. I know we're not talking about that in this episode, but the reason why I clap it up to those people who made ReZero is because they dedicated a whole episode to nothing but diction, nothing but people talking to each other, and I liked it. That's why.
It was
Hands
great.
down,
It was
nothing would beat
great.
that. Hands down, nothing would beat that.
It was amazing.
I would recommend this video. I'm talking about the Rin video, just in case you guys
Yeah.
didn't know. I would recommend
Don't get
Shelter.
confused.
Don't get confused with ReZero. But I would recommend this video to people to watch because it is really good and you really feel emotion towards it. And it's only 6 minutes of your life, so 6 minutes of your life, right?
It'll be the
Exactly.
best 6 minutes of your life.
Yeah. I mean, y'all niggas sit around playing trash Ubisoft games anyway. The least y'all can do is
Oh
No,
my man, we are having a lot of hate tonight.
I know shit getting thrown everywhere. I mean,
Alright.
come on. But yeah, so would y'all recommend it? Hands down?
Yeah, I'll recommend it.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. I think it's. I mean, yeah, like.
Well, that reminds me of something I didn't mention. If I can remember, I lost the thought. What was I gonna say?
I don't know, man. I can't read your mind.
Well, we're not in your virtual reality. We don't know.
Shut up.
I ain't your dad. I didn't make all that shit.
I was gonna say, while Diego's thinking about that, do y'all would y'all like to see another video like this? I mean, there are probably countless videos like this, maybe.
Yeah.
But would y'all like to see it from the same artist or just from different artists?
I'd like to see. I'd love to see more videos like this, whether it's anime or not. I'd like to see more videos like this, but because it brings out more emotion, it makes the music feel alive.
Yeah.
It makes it.
Go ahead.
It gives it much more depth and everything, and it just it makes you feel more it makes you appreciate music plus art more because both of them work together to enhance their I guess abilities to please you.
Sassy.
And yeah, exactly, to satisfy you. So I feel like I'd want to see more of these, different videos, and it doesn't always have to be that bittersweet, sad stuff.
Yeah,
it can be happy, it can be just sad, it can be a bunch of stuff, really make you feel all different types of emotions, a rainbow of emotions if you want.
A skittle bag of emotions.
Going back to what I was about to say about the recommendations, would you recommend this as someone who's not into anime to be the first anime to watch, even though it's short?
For their first anime to watch, I would definitely recommend Die Fantasy.
Shut the fuck. No, don't listen to Sam. Don't listen to Sam. If you haven't seen Die Fantasy, which a lot of people have seen it, if you haven't seen it, don't go watch it. Watch this one first, and then go watch that one. And then you
started,
and then you don't know, you will not know what to feel
know
anymore.
what you're gonna get in the long run.
I mean, I would
some-
recommend it only because it's music, and I mean, it's not it's hardcore action packed or anything like that.
It's not, but it's a start,
Yeah, it's a start to get you into maybe I should try actual animes.
It's something you like, maybe not.
Here's the thing though. If you watch this, then you already somewhat have a high expectation of animes.
Yeah.
So you need to watch out what you want to watch after, because a lot of it is not going to be as good as that 6 minutes anyways. Obviously, this is all based on personal opinion. But I'm just saying, if you enjoy this and you like that type of beautiful, artsy type of
you should experiment.
anime, yeah, you should experiment.
Genres.
But I'm just saying, don't expect to find an anime just as good as that, or even less good as that.
I feel like you should base your anime watching off of books you read. If you're into mystery, then go for mystery in your anime.
Yeah.
If you're into action-packed movies,
then
either.
And obviously, I'd suggest to start with the more popular ones.
Narrow it down.
Yeah, to narrow it down. So first you get to know a bit of what anime feels like, and then after that you get to narrow it down and see what you really like and what you're really into, and you form your own opinion on it.
Just know that not every single anime is the perfect piece. Everyone's gonna have a different opinion on it, whether they like it or not. Just like Chris here, who hates most of the stuff we like.
No, don't listen to them. I don't hate most of the stuff they like.
That's not true. A bunch of the stuff that I recommend to you end up liking.
I just don't really like long running animes. That's all it is. And it's not because like the animes are trash. It's just the fact that like I feel like they lose their shine after the 100th episode. It's just
the passion is gone.
Yeah, and that's also like even like the creators are like, yeah, we can't do it. Like this is killing me. I'm tired working on this. Like, can I go work on something else? Or they just quit altogether. So you have a bunch of people who don't care, just writing whatever they want to write. So
yeah, it's true. In the end, it must get like. That's why I respect people who can make it even more interesting the longer it goes, which only if you have like actually made. For me, for example, as I've said it multiple times, Magi, in my opinion, has made it more interesting.
Just the creator itself.
One Piece, I feel like it's been able to be stable the entire time and be as interesting the entire time.
A lot of foreshadowing and like things that are gonna happen you don't even realize until
the beginning of the new world was a little like for me, but then now it got back. But
it's gonna go
back. Oh yeah.
Manga fans.
So anyway, back to the subject at hand.
This is some real nerd shit.
Yeah, we're really on some nerd shit. All right, so y'all recommend it, right?
Yes.
All right, so
definitely.
Hands down, we recommend this to you guys. Go watch the video. It's gonna be in the description below. Anything else? Any closing statements y'all want to say? Y'all want to say to tell the people to suck your dick? Can just don't. But you can if you want.
That feels slightly unnecessary and full of bad ideas and regrets.
All right. Anyways,
one last thing.
All right.
Watch Boku no Pico.
Equivalent exchange.
Alchemy, the law of equivalent. No, I get it.
Oh no! Please don't end it off on that.
All right, I won't. All right. So, if you guys enjoyed this nerd shit, there will be plenty more topics coming up about gaming, anime, anything geek. So, make sure you come here, Modern Day Age, check it out.
If you wanted to talk about
feel free to follow me on Twitter at Modern Day Age. You can follow Diego if you really want to. If you like the art shit, you can follow him at Instagram.
If you like selfies,
Designer
follow Sam.
If you don't like Canadians, you probably don't want to follow Sam. But if you do like Canadians. Follow Sam at Samsonite. What's your numbers? Samsonite what?
1996.
1996 on Instagram. So
there's not much to look at because but yeah. If also if you have any topics you want us to talk about, leave it in the comments below.
Make sure you do that because we like to read your comments.
That'd be cool. And if it's a bunch of shit that we don't know and we want to try it out, then we can talk about it after watching it and learn new stuff.
And I like to hit people back in the comments. So if you leave a comment, ask me a question or anything, or you just want to talk about something, feel free to say anything to me, both positive and negative, because I roast your bitch ass. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I'll talk to you guys in the comments if you really want to. But that closes up everything. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. And peace, guys. You guys want to say bye?
See ya, boys.
Bye. I don't want to talk to you.
Wow. Disrespectful.
And I just wanna make it, cause it'll make my mama proud of me. Got me a couple dollars and now I'm a hot commodity. You know when you make it, everybody show camaraderie. Careful, cause when they see me eating, they gon' want a body. Like crabs in a barrel and it's not enough air. Kinda getting hot in here, so I gotta get the fuck out. Burrowed a hole in the bottom and I snuck out. Now I just gotta deal with all these niggas at the cookout. And in the wise words of my homie Jay Green, and the nigga out of thorough as a fly nigga. So when you see us ride by with the chauffeur and drive, just know the real niggas on the ride.